Hi, everybody, and welcome to NSS. This is the Reynolds Report. For the first time since World War II, the Wimbledon tennis tournament has officially been canceled. Originally scheduled to start June 29th, this is the first time that Wimbledon won't be played during peacetime since it began in 1877. A quick footnote, $5,179 was earned last week at the United States box office. Yeah, just over $5,000. It was the worst week in history for the American theater industry. A San Francisco doctor featured in the Netflix documentary Pandemic announced that he and his team have discovered a potential coronavirus cure, which will now be tested by the U.S. military. Dr. Jacob Glanville runs the biotech company Distributed Bio.
So I'm happy to report that my team has successfully taken 5 antibodies that back in 2002 were determined to bind and neutralize, so block and stop the SARS virus. And we've evolved them in our laboratory so that now they very, very vigorously block and stop the CoV-2 virus as well. So this makes them suitable medicines that one could use once they've gone through human testing to treat the virus.
So you have confirmed already that these antibodies that you've isolated work against COVID-19. In what way?
So the way we've confirmed it is we've taken these old antibodies. We know exactly where they bind on the virus, and they know they block SARS. The new virus is a cousin of the old SARS. So what we've done is we've created hundreds of millions of versions of those antibodies where we've mutated them a bit. And in that pool of mutated versions, we found versions that cross them over. So now we know that they bind on the same spot of the new virus, the COVID-19 virus, and it binds the spot that the virus uses to gain entry into your cells, so it blocks that. At this point, we know it binds the same spot extremely tightly with high affinity, and the next step is we send the antibodies to the military, and they will directly put those on the virus and show that it blocks its ability to infect cells.
It's time for Things Kids Learn from Cartoons.
Chris, you don't really believe all the things in those song lyrics, do you?
No.
Then why you been acting like such a punk?
I guess I don't really know.
I think I have an idea. Peter, when was the last time you and Chris here did something together?
Boy, I guess it's been a while.
Here's something you might not know. Children crave structure. They enjoy the fun of planned activities in which they and their parent or guardian can share a common goal.
That's it for Things Kids Learn from Cartoons.
U.S. unemployment claims have hit a record high amid the coronavirus. Don't worry, Trump says he's on it, and you should get your $1,200 check in around 10 to 12 months. Florida's governor has finally issued a stay-at-home order after weeks of resistance. The governor added, "Listen, I'm not saying you can't do stupid and crazy stuff, Florida. You just can't do it outside for a little while." California Representative, and we use that term loosely, Devin Nunes, is in hot water for wanting people back to work in a week. Ironic, coming from a guy in a profession that only works a week each month. Beer and wine sales are up during the pandemic, but book sales are down. Probably a good thing. I don't need to spend $25 on a bestseller and then spill beer and wine all over it. New study says men wash their hands much less than women, and that matters more than ever right now. Scientists are recommending that wives attach the TV remote to the sink with masking tape as a reminder. A guy in England ran a marathon in his backyard. It wasn't easy. Every time he went around, he had to go through his kid's bouncy castle. Time for Nobody Gives a F***. Baseball fans are wondering when they'll get to go back to the ballpark this year. I mean, hey, who's not ready to spend $15 on a warm beer? Hey, baseball fans, you know what? You're pretty irrelevant right now because, well, people are dying, so nobody gives a f***. Sometimes you just shake your head. Home Depot will finally stop selling N95 masks to the general public and international clients and make them available to U.S. medical professionals. The CEO was threatened with a hammer to the thumb if he didn't do the right thing. Hey, asshole CEOs, nobody gives a f***. And Walmart wants to hire 150,000 new employees through May. Okay, but only if I get one of those funky little light blue vests. Hey, Walton billionaire family jerks. Nobody gives a f***. Thanks, everybody. We have a new episode of the Reynolds Report for you every weekday. Be sure to check out NSS Live starring Frank D'Angelo, Tuesdays and Thursdays for NSS Live.